Hello and welcome to another episode of Good Morning Glory. I'm Jim Dodds and live from our temporary studio for some more trusted journalism. The stories today: Tits and Tapas, we speak to a family about how they've dealt with the current pandemic, gender equality, and sport returns, and it's blowing up. On to our first story now. Tits and Tapas is the name of the gentleman's club cum restaurant I'll one day own. But over the Atlantic, in Portland, Oregon, there's already a gentleman's club. There is the Lucky Devil Lounge that offers man's favourite boobs and burgers. However, during the current COVID pandemic, it's kept its kitchen open and has temporarily become the Lucky Devil Eats. So for those in Portland who like their food hot, they can head on through to the drive-thru where dancers will strut their stuff whilst their food is prepped, putting a whole new meaning to fast food. Dancers are, however, overdressed, sporting a mask and gloves. On to our next story now. We speak to a family who tell us how they've dealt with the current pandemic.
Well, we were one of the first ones to start clapping. We call ourselves the Originals. Why? Oh, it's just a fun name we call ourselves. We're in the first 1,000 to retweet the idea. Retweet number 729 to be precise. I've got a badge somewhere. Well, Sharon says I'm retweet number 741, but our Keith says they've always had dicky internet. He has terrible trouble streaming the football at their parties. It's the first Thursday and we're out there clapping. And there's Debbie and Dave. The double D's as our Keith calls them. Silly bugger. And our Keith, he's got big hands on him. Big booming clap. He's practically clapping for the whole street. So, we did our clapping and we did that thing where you don't want to finish too soon, you don't want to finish last. You finish first, well, you're ungrateful, you hate nurses. You finish last, well, it's not school, grow up. And then, we have our little post-clap natter, congratulate each other on the clap. Take that as you want, Sarah, we've all seen you scratch around the chemist. We go back to our drinking. The next Thursday comes along, and we're third out. Not bad considering the amount of gin we'd had. Keith's got his big cymbal-like hands ready, and then oh bloody swallows out with seconds to spare. It's the bloody double D's. And Dave's got a frying pan. I couldn't speak. Never mind bloody clap. Poor Keith, God bless him. He's trying his hardest, but he's never going to be heard of the bloody Nigella and Jamie down there, is he? So what do? Well, we're down at the shops at the crack of dawn to spend our furlough money on pots and pans. We found a 100% copper pan with a thick mahogany handle that can be used on an induction or gas hob. Marco Pierre White. Ooh, I've always liked him. Anyway, it was like a ruddy thunderstorm out there. And I tell you what, if it wasn't reduced, I would have bought 3. Are they going to cook with them? Oh God, no. Probably give them to our sons at Christmas. Oh bugger, I'm going to be late.
I say, what a beautiful and very strong woman. Now we turn to Doug, who has the sport.
Hi, Jim. Now for the news we've all been waiting for. Formula racing has returned. Though now the cars are replaced by marbles and the tracks are now in some loner's basement, no one could have predicted how popular the new Marbula E season has become. Then again, when there's more crashes and overtaking in the 15-minute episodes than the whole of last season combined, it's a wonder why we watched Formula racing at all. Clash of the Titans. Goliath versus Goliath. One very large man versus another very large man. The ultimate celebrity death match is set to become a reality, and not in a claymation format from the late 90s, when World's Strongest Men have Thor the Mountain Bjornsson and Eddie the Beast Hall, coming in at a combined weight of 65 wallabies, are set to see who can cave in each other's skull first, in a match that'll make Ali versus Frazier look like anorexia versus bulimia. But don't get excited yet. Don't. The match isn't until next year. European football made a triumphant return. But enough about that. Did you hear about the South Korean fans that were replaced by sex dolls? No? Well, the gist is fans in South Korea were replaced by sex dolls. It was pretty funny, actually. Though the club denied it, I think it goes back to that old Korean proverb that roughly translates to, if it looks like a sex doll, sounds like a sex doll, and has an anatomically correct vagina that was produced by the company that solely produces sex dolls, it's probably a sex doll. Or something like that. Women's football now. In an event that was practically over by half-time, the USA national team, who have famously won the World Cup 4 times and lost to FC Dallas under-15s boys 5-2, had their court case for equal pay dismissed by a High Court judge. United States Federation Governor Hank Halliday had this to say.
I'm just glad we can draw a line under all this and move on. Our stance has never changed. You play like an under-11, you get paid like an under-11. It's as simple as that.
That's all from me. Back to you, Jim.
Thanks, Doug. And that's all here from us at Good Morning Glory. And now Jeff Bezos has reached trillionaire status. Hopefully soon we'll be brought to you by Amazon. We can only hope. Thank you and see you next time.